Welcome to Star Chat, the podcast where we explore the wonders of the universe and bring you the latest news from space. I'm your host, Carl, and I'm excited to share some fascinating stories with you today. We're starting off with a story that highlights the importance of collaboration and innovation in space research. You might have heard about the Growing Beyond Earth program, which connects classrooms around the world with NASA scientists to advance our understanding of food production in space. This program has been running for over a decade and has already made some remarkable contributions to NASA's research. Recently, nearly 1,250 middle and high school students from 71 schools joined a live session with NASA's space crop production team to discuss their experiments and share their findings. These students have been using specially designed plant growth chambers to test how different crops perform under conditions that mimic spacecraft environments. The data they collect is shared with NASA scientists who use it to refine their ongoing research. What's remarkable about this program is that it's not just a one-way street. The students are actively contributing to real NASA science, and their data could potentially influence what astronauts eat in space someday. In fact, 5 student-tested crops have already been grown aboard the International Space Station. This program is a great example of how NASA's Science Activation Initiative is connecting people of all ages and backgrounds with the latest scientific research and discoveries. By engaging students as active participants in cutting-edge research, we're cultivating curiosity, creativity, and confidence in the next generation of scientists and explorers. As one participating teacher noted, when students see themselves as part of NASA's mission, they realize science isn't something distant, it's something they can do. This sense of community and purpose is exactly what we need to inspire the next generation of space enthusiasts and researchers. We'll be right back with more fascinating space news on Star Chat. Welcome back to Star Chat, folks. As we continue our journey through the wonders of the universe, we find ourselves on a fascinating detour, exploring one of Earth's most intriguing natural phenomena. Today, we're going to unravel the mystery of the sailing stones of Death Valley's Racetrack Playa. These stones, ranging from a few hundred grams to hundreds of kilograms, have been puzzling scientists and visitors alike for decades, as they seemingly move across the dry lake bed on their own, leaving behind trails that can stretch for hundreds of feet. The mystery deepened because these movements were rarely observed, with the stones only moving once every 2 or 3 years. But, thanks to the perseverance and luck of 2 cousins, Richard and James Norris, who founded the Slithering Stones Research Initiative in 2011, we now have a clearer understanding of this enigmatic phenomenon. By setting up a weather station and attaching GPS tracking units to some of the stones, they were able to capture the movement on camera, providing invaluable insights into how these stones sail across the Playa. Their research revealed that the movement is not due to powerful winds or thick ice floating the rocks off the surface, as previously hypothesized. Instead, it's the thin, 3 to 6 millimeter window panes ice sheet covering the Playa pool that begins to melt in late morning sun and breaks up under light winds of about 4 to 5 meters per second. This process creates floating ice panels tens of meters in size, which then push multiple rocks at low speeds along trajectories determined by the direction and velocity of the wind, as well as that of the water flowing under the ice. It's a testament to human curiosity and the power of scientific inquiry that we can now explain this phenomenon, which once seemed like magic. The sailing stones of Racetrack Playa remind us that even in our own planet's backyard, there are wonders waiting to be understood and appreciated. As we gaze up at the night sky, pondering the mysteries of the universe, it's equally important to explore and understand the fascinating phenomena right here on Earth. Welcome back to Star Chat. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to take a moment to talk about an incredible milestone in space exploration. The International Space Station has been orbiting our planet for over 2 decades, and it's amazing to think about all the groundbreaking research that's been conducted on board. From studying the effects of microgravity on the human body to exploring the mysteries of the universe, the ISS has been a hub of scientific discovery. One of the most fascinating aspects of the ISS is its ability to facilitate global collaboration. With over 285 crew members from more than 25 countries having visited the station, it's a powerful symbol of what can be achieved when nations work together towards a common goal. And it's not just governments that are involved. Private companies, researchers, and students from around the world have also had the opportunity to participate in experiments and research on the ISS. The ISS has also enabled some incredible breakthroughs in fields like medicine, materials science, and astronomy. For example, research on the station has led to new insights into the behavior of fluids and microgravity, which could have major implications for the design of more efficient fuel systems. And with the station's unique vantage point, scientists have been able to study cosmic phenomena that would be impossible to observe from Earth. As we look to the future of space exploration, it's clear that the ISS will continue to play a vital role. With private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin leading the charge towards commercializing space travel, the ISS is poised to become a hub for a new generation of astronauts, scientists, and entrepreneurs. So, as we close out today's episode of Star Chat, I want to leave you with a sense of wonder and awe at the incredible achievements that have been made possible by the International Space Station. Whether you're a scientist, an engineer, or just someone who loves looking up at the stars, the ISS is a reminder that the possibilities are endless when we work together towards a common goal. That's all for today's Star Chat. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember to keep looking up at the stars.